next fight will be 3 rounds in the catchweight division here at 209 Beatdown Chaos in the Coop. Introducing the fighters, starting out of the blue corner. He comes to us today wearing black shorts, trimmed in red. Standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighed in at 148 pounds. He is an orthodox fighter fighting out of Gorilla MMA. He brings a 1-1 record to the cage with 1 wins by way of submission fighting. Out of Manteca, California, please welcome Alex Full Auto Alexander. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He comes to us today wearing blue shorts, trimmed in black. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighed in at 141 pounds. He is a southpaw fighter representing Uriah Faber's Ultimate Fitness. He is a seasoned fighter, bringing an 0-4 record to the cage and fighting out of Elk Grove, California. Please welcome Hernandez. Your third man in the ring is Bout.
All right, 3 2-minute rounds here between Hayden Hernandez in the red corner and Alex Alexander in the blue. Should be an exciting matchup here.
You know, I love it when 2 guys have something to prove. Nothing to lose and everything to prove. They're in front of a great crowd, sold-out crowd. It's showtime.
Absolutely. And Mr. Alexander, just 24 years old, 2 weeks ago, he had a different opponent. So Hayden Hernandez stepping up on 2 weeks' notice, landing a big right hand there.
Definitely, both swinging for the fence with those right hands. You know, you can see him working on stand-up. Both of them have some great feints. The jabs are long, and they actually have good angles for these 2 to be MMA fighters.
Hayden Hernandez coming in.
Whoa, beautiful jab.
Wow, with a lot of wrestling experience.
Definitely.
Alexander has that high-level grappling, but typically and naturally striking on the feet.
You know, when you follow up with a 3-punch combo like that, you're spending some time standing up.
Right hand on the single is Alexander, and he secures his takedown.
I said first takedown.
And that's what I thought we'd see in the beginning. You know, when you get 2 grapplers, 2 heavy grapplers, they usually opt to stand on the feet. You know, you don't want to take that risk too early, but Alexander must have seen something there, securing that single leg. And here they are in the middle of the 209 Beatdown cage.
Yeah, and you see it quite often, too, when a guy gets caught with a couple good shots on his feet. He definitely wants to go to the ground. This neutralizes everything for the both of them.
Looking to pass is Alexander.
Definitely leg over. Possibly looking for some side control.
With those elbows.
Yeah, he got a couple elbows in there, definitely. Safe for you. He's still working while he's on the ground. You know, those are tiny things that make a difference. Working his way back to his feet.
Oh, wow. Back to that single.
Yeah, definitely.
Moves to a double. Secures yet another takedown in this first round. He's back on that neck. 10 seconds left to work.
Yeah, he got his arm in between. There's nothing there right now. Let's see where he is. He got the guillotine locked right now. He has it in.
Hayden Hernandez saved by the bell. Absolutely. It looked like his head was popping out a little bit there towards the end, but nonetheless, knowing Alexander, he would have made that adjustment easily and secured that neck. But it's all good here. Shelly, what'd you like from Mr. Alexander in that first round?
You know, they both looked poised, even when they were on the ground after that little stand-up back and forth. And one thing, when I see a guy that's 0-4, I always wonder, what did he learn in those losses? You know, there's confidence to come back and get into this ring for the 5th time without a victory.
I remember speaking to Hayden Hernandez after his first couple losses, and he told me he was going to take a step back from fighting and work on his striking a little bit. And that he did. You've seen that there in the first 30 seconds of that round 1. Yeah, he was landing clean, a beautiful 1-2 multiple times.
Yeah, definitely stand-up looked better with him. For sure.
Absolutely. So you see that confidence, and that's where you see his experience play a part too. He knew exactly, you know, what he needed to go back and work on in those 4 fights. But nonetheless, the competition experience between these two is significant compared to those first 2 fights we just saw.
Absolutely.
You know, although Alexander is only 1-1, he competes high level at jiu-jitsu tournaments all the time. So the nerves are not playing a part in this fight. I feel like they're poised, composed, and it's a good MMA fight. I'm enjoying this one.
Yeah, and even when I was in the back earlier with some of the fighters, Hayden was one of the first guys I seen up warming up before he even came out today. Yeah.
Oh, have some water spillage in the cage. If you're just now tuning in, we are on our 3rd fight here. 209 Beatdown Chaos in the Coop here in Jamestown, California, as we enter our 2nd round here between Hayden Hernandez and Alex Alexander. And you know, Shelly, with those 2 minutes, you got to get to work, especially in MMA.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we've seen the 2 takedowns in the last round. The control goes to him. But look at his feet, man. You can tell he's been on his stand-up game.
I like that from Hayden. He went to the body there for a second.
Nice overhand again.
Yeah.
He has these counters. Oh, beautiful shot.
Wow.
Wow.
An overhand right
to
a beautiful double leg takedown for Alex.
That's it. There he goes again. But you know what, Hayden?
Full mount here.
Yeah.
And he's looking to tee off.
Oh, he just gave up his back right now. See where Hayden's at.
Oh, he's on the neck.
Yeah, he got him. Everything's locked in. Wait, no. Hey, this kid's tough.
Good scrambles here. Knee on belly for Alexander, and now full mount.
Let's see what he got left.
Heavy ground and pound. The referee is watching closely, and he flattens him out. This might be it.
Yeah, that's it.
That'll do it. Alex Alexander with the 2nd win in his amateur MMA career. Wow.
You know, they both, those takedowns made the difference in this fight.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, him being able to shoot, take down, and controlling, that was everything, you know.
Yeah.
And even when they were scrambling together, his better moves. Like, you know, right now he's frustrated. You know, he's talking to the refs and everybody, but it is what it is, man. You got to protect yourself.
Yep.
And these guys were warned in the back. They were told exactly what did they need to do in order for the ref not to stop the fight. So this is what goes down.
This is the amateurs. If the referee does not like what they're going to see, they are going to protect the fighter at all costs.
Yes.
And that's you know, that's just what you see in this amateur scene. Now, if this was pro, he might have let it go, you know, a few more punches, but nonetheless, he wasn't.
No. And you got to protect these guys.
Yeah, Alexander was in a dominant position. Hernandez wasn't defending himself, and that will do it. But now 2-1 in his amateur MMA career is Alex Alexander, and I will send it to the cage to announce our winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee Mark Brandon has called a stop to this fight at 1 minute and 17 seconds of round number 2 by way of TKO for your winner, fighting out of the blue corner, Alex Alexander.
Congratulations, Alex Alexander, moving to 2-1 in his amateur career. And Shelly, you know, you see Hayden Hernandez visibly upset, shaking his head. But what do you tell a fighter who's now, you know, 0-5 in their career, and what do you tell them? What's next?
You know, the only thing that you touched on at the beginning is where I would give him the benefit of the doubt is his age and learning experience. You know, and becoming a high school wrestler and jumping into an amateur, which some of these guys may have amateur records, but they train with pros.